Okay guys, so what I've got here is the first module to the shulker farm. I went with a glass floor opposed to the leaves. Just, I mean, you can tell it's here. It's at the end of the path. You know, you're going to see the shulkers, the shulker farm. We have the first reload module set up. Now, you don't necessarily have to set this up until you get the second shulker in there, because I mean, odds are one of the two that we bring over may end up in here anyways, and I'll have to end up having to send it in. But yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Now I did do a little. I mean, this is all glass. I'm hoping it's not going to be an issue with these mine carts, because you see that there. We might, in fact, just because I was able to hit that through that corner, the way Bedrock is, the shulker bullets could end up glitching through the glass and hitting these, causing them to go, you know, down into the system where we don't want them. So just to kind of prevent that from happening, or to try and prevent that from happening, I'm going to place these blocks here at, probably should go one up above it on the back side here too, just to make sure that, it has to glitch through glass twice to get in there. But as you can see, you can access everything easily, and there should be no way for anything to hit that. Shouldn't be now. I have a button on the bottom side of this that's exposed, and buttons holding in the water here so that we can get in from any angle. Just got like a little bubble column going up, and when you're up, well, you have to make sure you're in your upward bounce, and you can close the door under you, and then you're in the system. And there will be 4 modules, but we got to kind of, get the reloader filled and send it, on its way, or, wait from the split, or, whatever, off to the other modules. We want to at least have one over there before we put in another module, though, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to have 2 shulkers in 2 different spots, and you're going to have to do a lot of work to get them back together. So always make sure you have your 2 here plus your 1 in your reloader before you go to the next section. And I'll have a reloader in all 4 sides, just to make sure that no matter where, even though the reproduction should be 100%, it doesn't always happen. So we always have the reloader to refill the system just in case. And in order to get out of here, since we can't go down through the bubble vader, we still have the trap door holding us up in here. And you can just kind of, jump. This trap door will then be up underneath you, which also means it's open for the next time you come in. And when you do your next little jump, trap door closed underneath you as you're on your way up, and then you're just, a little drop down, a little, what is that, 5 block, 6 block drop. Not enough to kill you even if you're not in armor. So that's it's different than what I did in the tutorial, but the concepts are the same. We have 2 blocks between the shulkers and the bubble column, which is very important, so that the balls aren't getting misdirected, and a shulker, because it's Bedrock, accidentally killing itself and not duplicating properly. Something about that 1 block, because even though they shouldn't technically be able to shoot themselves, I think it does happen. And something about that 1 block helps eliminate that. And then with the 2 blocks on this side between you and that bubble vader, helps really reduce the odds of you getting hit in there also. So you should be able to stand there AFK and never even get hit But on the odd chance you do, I mean, there's a trap door there to keep you from floating off into the void. Now, we have a piece of obsidian here right now that will be moved. But that right now, that's a vital piece of the puzzle, because as we're going to be bringing everything over with flying machines, we need the flying machine to stop there so we can unload the shulkers into the system. So once the flying machine docks, I'll button that down and everything before I, send the shulker in. But for now, what I really need to do is where did my... Oh, that was almost horrible. So for now, what I need to do is get my stuff together. And that obsidian block is at 237.1. And it's at Y level 60. So I need to go to the next stop out. I'm going to have to look that up and see what that was. I got a screenshot of where the farm is. So we'll basically send the shulkers from, not farm, but the end city. We'll send the shulkers one at a time from the end city. I mean, maybe I could try twice, 2 at a time. I don't know how that's going to work, though, I think one at a time would probably be the safest way to do it. We'll see. We'll send it from the end city to that stopping point, and then from that stopping point, it'll come over to this one. So that's what I'm gonna work on now. I'm gonna get that next little turnabout set up with our obsidian and a little platform for me to do my maneuvering on from one flying machine to another, and then it'll be set. So I'll check back in with you guys once I get that next piece set up, and give a little bit more detailed explanation on how that piece is gonna work. So it turns out 28 was our first stop. So on Y level 60, we have our obsidian there, buttoned down top and all sides except for the side that we're gonna hit with our flying machine. And I made this out of end stone and quickly remembered why that was a bad idea. So I had some leaves left over that I used to make this. So basically what's going to happen here is we're going to move the shulker from one flying machine basically to another. A little bit of rail line, blah, blah, blah. And once he gets moved over, we're running to that obsidian there, and we'll just kind of eject him out in... when we tear the flying machine apart, we'll break the minecart that he's in, and he'll teleport to hopefully one of those spots. I think after the flying machine stops, before we actually take him out of the minecart, we can just break that obsidian and it won't be an issue. This one here, we shouldn't need buttons because he shouldn't be out of the minecart at any point in time. But just in case, he'll have nowheres to go but whatever spot we give him, unless he happens to be able to teleport to the shulker reloader right there, but that's like still 20 blocks away or something like that. So I don't really think he would be able to teleport that far. He shouldn't be able to. So now we've got to go out to 2000 something, and that's where the end city's at that we're going to grab the shulkers from. So again, basically the flying machine will come, it'll hit this, it'll stop, and then we'll reset it up so that it flies and hits that one and stops there. So once we get them started down there at the end city, it's a good ride all the way home basically. So that's pretty much a 2,000 block ride. I'm gonna see if I can modify the flying machine I normally use, which only carries you know, one mob at a time or whatever, and see if I can modify that to, you know, carry me as well, and just go through the invis potions and ride with them. I think would be the best way. Uh, just throw all my stuff in the ender chest just in case. But at the same time, if the machine gets unloaded while it's flying, it will break, and then I'll be out in the middle of the void trying to fix it. So hopefully that's not an issue. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, time to go to the end city and get a couple, you know, a shulker or possibly even two loaded up for one good ride across here. All right. You would think, as somebody who's done this before, I would have thought about a few things in advance. Y level 60 is lower than most end islands. You probably want to be like 75, 80 blocks in the air in order to clear all the chorus fruit and everything. I knew it wasn't extremely far before we hit void. It was like 1,000 blocks, so I dug out a 4 wide dill here so our flying machine could fit through. And I mean, it's a 2 wide flying machine, so I ended up having to dig this out as well on this side, just so that the slime doesn't stick as it goes across. So I can show you guys real quick what we got here. We just got a couple of observers facing into each other and a slime block on each end. And over here we have a slime block off to the side of that doubled. Basically, just to help hold it together. This is a sticky piston to pull this slime block when it sticks to this regular piston that's going to push the rest of this. So once we get up here, we've got this observer, which is what's going to update everything and make this thing chug along. The only reason it's not right now is because of this obsidian that's holding it in place. And when we come back for the second shulker, we'll have to do that as well. And I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen when I break this rail, if I accidentally break that slime block. How hard it's going to be to get it back in place with the shulker in there, in the minecart. We're going to find out, though, right now. And I got that blocked off so that they couldn't see me over there getting the tracks all set up. So we got a shulker on the other side of this block right here. The other one's going to be on this wall block here. So we got our minecart line running right up here, and all we have to do is place our minecart in on the powered rail against the wall. It'll automatically take off with the shulker and put him it put him through. It put him through. Okay, so that's that's a no-go. Alright, so I'm gonna have to what I should have did was that and ran that like that down onto here and then had it curve over to here is what I should have did, but I didn't. Alright, I need to put I gotta get another slime block in here to keep that keep that shulker from falling out. I was worried something like that would happen if I mean, the rest of the machine's intact. Everything's just how it should be. It's just that this obsidian bits where slime should be. So once it gets going, I'll shove that slime ball back in place. But for right now, I've got to get that shulker up into here. If that Enderman doesn't push him too far away. Man, they aren't going to make it easy on me. We've got some invisibility potions that we're going to have to rely on here. So once I get him into the flying machine, which is going to be a little bit tricky, I'll bring you guys back. Alright, I got the shulker in there, as you can see. And I tried to use another piece of obsidian and break this and quickly get another piece in, but I just couldn't do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually break this obsidian piece. And we're going to have to kind of like tag it as it's in motion, just to make sure he doesn't fall out the side. I don't think he should glitch out the side while it's flying because of the direction that the rail is facing. But, you know, I just want to be on the safe side. As you can see, I did use invisibility potion to get him in there because, you know, there was just no way I was going to get him on tracks without that. And the Endermen were, like, pushing him all over the place. So, double checking that everything is ready. And I'm pretty sure it is. So, it's just going to be go time. And I hit him. Oh, he's taking damage. Oh, and he got me. We don't want that thing to unload him. We don't want him to take enough damage to die. So I'm not sure how he's taking damage, but that's no good. I think it's because he's bouncing around. I really need to get that slime block in place. And if he keeps blasting me with the stuff, it's not going to be easy. We're going to lose him before we get there at this rate. Where's my other slime block? Did it actually get the other one? Oh no, I'm using it in the front as a... Oh, he's so gonna die if I don't get this in there. The two at the door are like the easiest ones to get. They're already down at the level we want them. I don't know how much damage he's taken or what kind of regen these guys have. I mean, that's not something that I've tested. But, I mean, surely he's not going to last like that forever. How do I... Alright, I think I need to get... Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I need to get the other one in. If I'm having trouble getting that one. I'm gonna die. Gotta be careful. Shulker bullets can, they can do some damage over a lot of hits. I think at this point I'm just gonna have to hope he survives the ride. Because there's no way I'm getting that other slime block in there. There's like a lot of space where there's not little landing pads for me, which is going to make it a little difficult to... It's going to be nerve-wracking, just kind of hanging out over the void. Like I can't get too far away from it, or it'll break. But if I'm too close, he's gonna shoot at me as well. Maybe he's not actually taking damage. Maybe it's a visual glitch. Because I would think he would be done for by now, so... Oh no, did it... It hit. I'm gonna hit them instead of the block. And well, he's on his way. And that happened. Other than grabbing an ender chest, and and a silk touch pick to pick it up, I did get some stuff out of the chest at the thing, and I had my backup elytra and another pumpkin helmet in my ender chest. So I grabbed a little bit of food, and I just kind of flew back out here, and luckily the machine is still going. So I smacked right into the side of the island there because it wasn't loaded until I hit it. So I'm not 100% sure what was up with that, but we're going to watch this thing go for a little bit before I head out. It looks like it's that time now. This is going to be extremely nerve-wracking when I have no islands around to view from. The rest of the way is all void. And I could have brought blocks and kind of bridged out somewheres as far as I could, but I mean, we still got like 900 blocks to go. And it's just gonna be one of them things where I have to circle around it, keep it under me, and then I know I'm high enough in the air, and try not to lose it. Trying to keep it in my view and stay high enough up is not easy. In the void here, it's so hard to tell what's what. I don't even see it now. Oh, I'm way away from it. Maybe that's the thing, just keep making wide circles. Oh man, that's 2 elytras down on a shulker farm. This is rough, man. This is rough. I don't have another elytra here with me. And I've lost a silk touch pick and a fortune pick. I think what I need to do is go re-gear and come back. I think that's my only option. And we lost a ton of rockets. Ton of rockets. Like, I don't have a bow anymore. I need something to defend myself. I'm gonna have to go back to Spawn Island, re-gear, and rethink this approach. I think I'm gonna need, just so that I know where I'm at in the void, I'm gonna need more ramps. That's it's too easy to not know what's going on when everything is pitch black. And 2 elytras down out of the 7 I just went and got recently. Yeah, I gave Chrysalis one so she could have a backup elytra. That means we're already down to only 4 left, and then we're gonna have to do in-busting again. And you know that means I have like 2 spare to pass out if something happens to somebody else, and I don't lose anymore. So let me re-gear, rethink this approach, and see how we can. And I think that last ramp, I think the way to go is to just extend that out. Maybe not 4 wide, maybe 2 wide is sufficient enough. And just expand it out. So I have something to walk on and not, have to worry about falling off of or whatnot. And I mean, if the flying machine's gonna like fix itself as soon as we're back in range of it, then I think that's gonna be the way to go. So let me get re-geared. Let me get back out there, and when I've got the solution and we're on our way in, yeah, I'll let you guys know how it's going. All right, guys, it's 4-5 days after the last clip. I have been very, very sick. As you guys will know from the post in the community tab, there was no stream Sunday and no video this morning, as a matter of fact, because it's now Tuesday night. I'm still having trouble keeping my breath, but I would like to get some of this done in order to have a Friday video for you guys. So it is now late Tuesday night as of recording this. Last night I was feeling well enough to get on, and I finished teleporting the 2 shulkers over here. I ended up bridging out a 2 wide deal that far. Just so that I could walk along the flying machine so it wouldn't get unloaded. And I had that thing break on me over the void like twice. And trying to fly over the void and keep track of a flying machine and losing the elytras like I did, like that was just a no-go. So anyways, I got this thing done last night, and I did a little bit of AFKing, and then I've been doing some AFKing here off and on today, but We've gotten, I can show you guys what we've got. We've got some rewards that we are going to reap from this. I did strip down to hang out in there, just like you can see, like I am, yeah. So we're, it's completely safe. Again, this is the same shulker farm in the tutorial. Structure-wise, everything that matters is the same. The only thing that's different is where I used wood, I used glass. And where I used leaves, I used glass. Except these 10 pieces of glass here where I was short. So I'll have to come back with 10 pieces of glass for that. But yeah, I've got, well, I can show you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 4 boxes full of shulker shells, plus, yeah, this. So I mean, we've got plenty of shells for now. So I am going to go drop these shells off in storage, which means I got to go back to Spawn Island. I think I'm going to just leave this ender chest here, in case anybody does come out to use it. If they need an ender chest, then they have one that they can use. We're not going to need it. Let's get that pumpkin helmet on, just because we're about to be going over this island, and yeah, we just don't want any problems. So I'm gonna go drop some shells off at storage, and I guess that's where I'm gonna meet you guys back at. So here we can use the shulker unloader that Fred made. It'll shoot the shulker off as soon as the shulker gets empty, despite what's in here. So that's pretty much how that works. We've got 2 more to drop off in here still. I've already dropped off a bunch more. Well, we got that one there, and then the piece of shulker, the piece of box I already had stuck down in here. Sorry, the puppies are going crazy. So that's pretty much how that works. And I'm going to sit here and unload these. And I got one more thing that I would like to, do with you guys. It was suggested to me, oh my goodness, that I may want to be recording when I log on. That was before I think everybody realized I was out in the void still, or in the end. And it looks like some stuff's been going on here. Everybody on the server knew I was out for a few days sick. And oh my goodness, they literally quarantined me. The sign said quarantine. Oh wait a minute, we got more signs up here. And the dog going crazy. That's a quarantine sign. What is this? Some stews. And a book. Get well soon from Joe Nathan. Well, that's awful nice of him. A little bit of soup to help out with the cause. I'm guessing that that's where the signs and the okay, everything else up here looks everything inside looks normal. How much did they quarantine me? Is it just the one wall? Oh, I get it. So, for those of you that may not know, Joe Nathan is back on Forever Bedrock. And I guess he wanted to make sure that we kept everything unhealthy over on our side. It's definitely all quarantined up. That's pretty awesome. It'll be nice to be able to do some more collabs with him. We have a lot of fun doing that stuff. Right now, I'm gonna collect this copper, and then we're gonna wrap it up. That way, I can get ready for tonight's stream. Wednesdays and Sundays, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We do some stuff. Sometimes we're working on the Mad Maze project, and sometimes we're doing other things that need to be done. So if you haven't been catching those live streams and you want to, be sure to drop in and hang out. I'm always looking for viewer input. Even if you can't catch it live, you can watch it on the VOD tab on the channel, and I do read all of my comments. So be sure to join in on all the fun. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and that it was worth the wait. Again, I apologize for the inconvenience of not feeling well and all, and videos getting put back and this and that. I mean, we've got so much to do. It seems like losing even the little bit of time I have each day for one day makes a drastic difference, let alone several days. Thank you all so much. You're amazing. Be sure to let me know what you think about the Shulker farm in the comments below. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to share it with your friends. Give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel a lot. Helps me out a lot. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, and always be mining and crafting. And I will see each and every one of you in the next video.